Why do 75% of divorcees feel clueless about their finances after a split? Join me as I dive into the tricky world of divorce finances and figure out what really happens to your money after a split. Stay tuned to get the real story. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Look in the description below for wealth-building tools and income opportunities. Divorce. It's a word that evokes a whirlwind of emotions, from sadness and anger to confusion and fear. No one enters into marriage expecting it to end, especially not in your 30s and 40s, a time when many are building families and planning for the future. The emotional toll of a divorce is undeniable, often leaving scars that take time and effort to heal. But beyond the emotional turmoil lies a complex and often daunting aspect: the financial implications. Divorce proceedings often bring to light financial reality for guidance. The good news is that you don't have truths. Joint accounts, mortgages, and credit card debts now require individual attention and responsibility. Determining who is responsible for what and how assets will be divided can quickly become overwhelming. Add to that the complexities of alimony, child support, and potentially even legal fees, and the financial landscape of divorce can feel like uncharted territory. It's easy to feel lost and uncertain about where to turn for guidance. The good news is that you don't have to navigate this alone. Understanding the financial implications of divorce is the first step towards taking control of your financial future. In the following sections, we will delve into the specifics of asset division, alimony, and child support, providing you with the knowledge you need to make informed decisions. Divorce isn't just about ending a marriage, it's also about This doesn't mean a 50-50 split. It's about who gets what when it comes to everything you both own, your assets. This process, known as asset division, can be straightforward or incredibly complex, depending on your circumstances. The good news is that many states follow the principle of equitable distribution. Don't let the legal jargon scare you. It simply means that assets acquired during the marriage are divided fairly, not necessarily equally. This doesn't mean a 50-50 split. It's about what a judge deems fair considering various factors. Before you can divide assets, you need to determine what significant asset a couple owns. The family or received during the marriage as a gift or inheritance, always as simple as drawing a line in the sand. Keep clear records and understand the implications of your marital property. Generally includes anything acquired from the date of your marriage until the date of separation. This means that even if you bought something with your own money, if it was during the marriage, it could be considered marital property. This includes things like your home, which is often the most significant asset a couple owns. The family home is not just a place to live, but also a substantial financial investment. Cars, bank accounts, retirement savings, and other financial instruments are also part of this category. These assets can add up quickly, making the division process more complex, and even that vintage record collection you started together. These items might seem trivial, but they can hold significant sentimental and monetary value. Separate property, on the other hand, is generally anything you owned before the marriage or received during the marriage as a gift or inheritance. This category is more straightforward but still requires careful documentation. Think of that heirloom watch passed down from your grandfather. Such items often have a rich history and are irreplaceable. Or that savings bond your aunt gifted you. These financial gifts are meant to be personal and are usually not subject to division. These assets are typically considered yours alone. However, keeping them separate is key to ensuring they remain your property. However, it's not always as simple as drawing a line in the sand. Emotions and misunderstandings can complicate the process. Separate property can become marital property if it's commingled with marital assets. This can happen more easily than you might think. For example, if you deposit your inheritance money into a joint account, it could be considered marital property. This act of commingling can blur the lines between what is yours and what is shared. This is where things can get tricky, and misunderstandings can lead to disputes. It's essential to keep clear records and understand the implications of your financial decisions. and it's essential to consult with a legal professional who specializes in family law and asset division to understand your rights and obligations. They can provide guidance and help you navigate the complexities of asset division, ensuring a fair and equitable outcome. While dividing assets is a key part of the process if not managed properly. Mortgages, which are equal. However, it's not always a straight fences that weren't essential to the marriage. This could include necessary living expenses. It's crucial to remember the responsibility of paying off any debts acquired during the marriage. This means that both parties need to be fully aware of the financial obligations they are taking on. This includes credit card debt, which can accumulate quickly and become a significant burden if not managed properly. Mortgages, which are often the largest debt a couple will have, car loans, which can also be substantial, and even student loans taken out during the marriage. These loans can be particularly tricky, as they often have long repayment periods and can affect both parties' financial futures. The division of debt often follows the same principle of equitable distribution used for assets. This means that the court will aim to divide the debt in a way that is fair, though not necessarily equal. However, it's not always a straightforward process. There can be many factors that complicate the division of debt, such as the purpose of the debt and who benefited from it. For instance, even if your name isn't on a particular debt, you might still be held responsible for a portion of it if it was used for the benefit of the marriage. This can include debts incurred for home improvements, family vacations, or other joint expenses. Let's say one spouse racked up credit card debt for personal expenses that weren't essential to the marriage. This could include things like luxury items, personal hobbies, or other non-essential purchases. The court might rule that this debt is the responsibility of the spouse who incurred it. This is especially true if the spending was done without the other spouse's knowledge or consent. However, if the debt was accumulated to cover shared household expenses or support the family, the court might decide it should be divided between both parties. This can include things like groceries, utilities, and other necessary living expenses. It's crucial to remember that creditors are not bound by your divorce decree. This means that even if the court assigns a debt to one spouse, the creditor can still pursue either party for payment if the debt is not paid. Therefore, it's important to address these issues thoroughly during the divorce process to avoid future complications. Alimony, often referred to as spousal support, alimony is not awarded in every divorce. It's designed to provide financial assistance to the spouse who is less financially secure, helping them maintain a standard of living comparable to what they enjoyed during the marriage. Alimony can be a sensitive topic, often misunderstood as a form of punishment or reward. However, it's essential to approach this aspect of divorce with a clear understanding of its purpose and how it works. Contrary to popular belief, alimony is not awarded in every divorce. As mentioned earlier, there's no one-size-fits-all formula or has limited earning prospects due to age or health condition, wide range of factors to ensure a fair and equitable outcome. One of the most significant factors is the length of the marriage. Generally, longer marriages result in longer periods of alimony, especially if one spouse sacrificed their career or earning potential during the marriage. The age and health of each spouse also play a crucial role in alimony decisions. If one spouse is older, in poor health, or has limited earning prospects due to age or health conditions, the court might order alimony for an extended period or even permanently. On the other hand, if both spouses are relatively young and healthy with similar earning capacities, alimony might be awarded for a shorter duration or not at all. Section 3. Duration and modification of alimony. For example, if the recipient spouse or a significant decrease in income, such as to provide temporary financial support, such as putting their career on hold to raise children, set in stone. They are designed to be flexible and can be modified or even terminated under certain circumstances. They can be modified or terminated under certain circumstances. This ensures that the alimony arrangement remains fair and relevant to the current situation of both parties. For example, if the recipient spouse remarries, this new marriage can significantly change their financial needs, or experiences a significant increase in their income, such as through a promotion or a new job opportunity. the paying spouse can petition the court to modify or terminate alimony payments. This process involves filing legal paperwork and possibly attending court hearings. Similarly, if the paying spouse experiences a job loss, which can drastically affect their ability to make payments, or a significant decrease in income, such as through a demotion or economic downturn, they can request a modification of the alimony amount. Consulting with a financial advisor can be helpful in these situations. The duration of alimony can vary widely depending on the circumstances of the divorce. Factors such as the length of the marriage and the financial dependency of one spouse on the other play a crucial role. In some cases, alimony might be awarded for a short period, such as a few years, to provide temporary financial support, to allow the recipient spouse time to get back on their feet financially. This period can be used for job training, education, or job searching. In other cases, alimony might be awarded for a longer duration, especially if the marriage was lengthy and one spouse was financially dependent on the other, especially if the marriage was lengthy, spanning several decades, or if the recipient spouse is nearing retirement age, or one spouse made significant career sacrifices, such as putting their career on hold to raise children or support the other spouse's career ambitions. These factors are carefully considered by the court to ensure a fair alimony arrangement. Section 1. Understanding child support, secure. This financial support helps cover involving children dissolves, ensuring the well-being of those children becomes paramount. Child support is a crucial element of this process, intended to protect a child's financial security and standard of living after their parents' divorce. It's not about punishing one parent or rewarding the other, it's about providing for the child's needs. Child support is a payment made by one parent to the other to help cover the costs of raising a child. This financial support helps cover essential needs such as food, clothing, shelter, education, and healthcare. The underlying principle is that both parents have a legal and moral obligation to support their children regardless of their marital status. Section 2. Calculating child support. A complex percentage typically increases with the number of children involved. Complex, often involving a combination of state guidelines and specific factors unique to each family. While each state has its own formula, most calculations consider the income of both parents, the number of children, the cost of childcare, and the amount of time each parent spends with the child. In many states, child support calculations begin with a basic support obligation based on a percentage of the non-custodial parent's income. This percentage typically increases with the number of children involved. Section 3. Navigating challenges and modifications. Adapting to life's changes. Just like alimony orders, child support orders are not set in stone. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and circumstances can change significantly after a divorce is finalized. Child support orders can be modified to reflect these changes, ensuring the arrangement remains fair and serves the child's best interests. Section 1. Taking stock. Assessing retirement account statements and any other relevant pinch into your financial plans, no matter how prepared you think you are. Suddenly, you're not dealing with shared finances, but facing your own individual financial reality. This means it's time to take a deep dive into your finances, understand where you stand, and create a plan for moving forward. Start by gathering all your financial documents. This includes bank statements, credit card statements, mortgage documents, retirement account statements, and any other relevant paperwork. It might seem overwhelming, but having everything in one place gives you a clear picture of your income, expenses, assets, and debts. Section 2. Budgeting and planning. Charting your grocery bill by meal planning and avoiding impulse purchases. About depriving yourself. It's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. Start by differentiating between needs and wants. Needs are essentials like housing, food, utilities, and transportation. Wants are things you'd like to have but aren't essential for survival. Look for areas where you can trim expenses. Can you downsize to a smaller home or rent out a room? Can you reduce your grocery bill by meal planning and avoiding impulse purchases? Navigating the financial complexities of divorce can feel overwhelming, but remember, you don't have to do it alone. Seeking professional guidance from financial advisors, therapists, and support groups can provide invaluable support and resources. A financial advisor can help you create a personalized financial plan, taking into account your current situation, your goals, and your risk tolerance. They can offer guidance on investments, retirement planning, debt management, and other financial matters. Divorce can feel like a financial earthquake, shaking the foundation of your financial world. The journey to recovery might seem daunting, but remember, you've already taken the first step by seeking knowledge and understanding the implications of this life-altering event. Like rebuilding a house, financial recovery takes time, effort, and a solid plan. We've covered a lot of ground, from the intricacies of asset division and the nuances of alimony and child support, to the importance of budgeting, financial planning, and seeking professional guidance. Knowledge truly is power, especially when navigating the often turbulent waters of divorce. By understanding the financial implications, you're empowered to make informed decisions that protect your interests and secure a brighter future for yourself and your children. Remember, you don't have to face this alone. Lean on the support of family, friends, and professionals who can provide guidance and expertise. As we conclude this exploration of the financial implications of divorce, remember that this is not the end of your story. It's a new chapter, an opportunity to rewrite your financial narrative and create a future filled with hope, security, and prosperity. While divorce can bring about feelings of loss and uncertainty, it can also be a catalyst for growth, self-discovery, and financial empowerment. Embrace the lessons learned, the newfound independence, and the chance to build a life you love, one financial step at a time. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promised. Stop stressing about asset division. Here's a game-changing tip. Understand your prenuptial agreement. It sets the foundation for asset division and can simplify everything. And remember, ongoing financial obligations like child support are equally important. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.